drive from the ghetto to the gas chamber.
Yeah, great-grandpa was probably one of them, huh?
Yes.
How do you feel, Mom?
How do I feel?
Yeah.
Sad.
And the first name of your grandfather was?
Aaron. Rosenwasser.
Alexander.
It's Aaron, Mom. Alexander was his middle name.
His brother.
Aaron is his
brother.
Aaron's his first.
Alexander.
Alexander?
Yes. Alexander.
The war, 1943.
This is where the ghetto wall was.
Here you had Warsaw, and a great part of the town was the ghetto you can see here. Here we stay in this moment, yes. Here is the Umschlagplatz, the railway station. It's a railway. And that is a cemetery here.
And where's Lashno Street?
And Leszno is here, this way.
Okay.
That is Leszno. That is Leszno. And here was a justice palais. And Christina, in the beginning, after the organizing of the ghetto, went through this building. Here is a building. It was the Justice Palais. She went through this building in the ghetto and returned this way to us. And as I know later, it was a possibility to go, for instance, here from one house in another house through the wall, in a situation when every of the not Jewish house was connected with a Jewish house. Yes? So you could went for money from one apartment in another apartment. Yes, but it was a short time. The German
Found out and closed it down.
Yes,
Yeah.
closed that possibility. There's a Platz Grzybowski, and yes, that is about. We are here. Yes, here is a cemetery, so we have to go this way, and we know we are going this way to the Umschlagplatz. Before we stand here, here was that French Jewish people went here.
Who escaped.
Escaped.
Yeah.
Escaped. And I had seen also a situation where on this place German artillery stood, and the artillery
Shot at.
shot here in the houses.
Oh, okay.
And later this part of the ghetto was liquidated, and it was a little ghetto, and that was a great ghetto, and it was given to the not Jewish people. Yes, and all the Jews had to go to this part. Yes.
Do you remember where Grandma lived? Do you know where she lived in the ghetto?
My grandmother, where she lived? Where did she live in the ghetto? Do you know?
I don't know. It was till November 1940. The ghetto was open. It was an organization, and in November 40 it was closed, and your grandmother came to us in October 1940.
Right before it became
In a situation where from the whole war, so the Jewish people had
to be
been
moved.
go inside the ghetto, and you could go also, the not Jews could live the ghetto. So she had the occasion to live the ghetto and came to us.
To stay with you, yeah, before it was closed.
And this says, by order of the German occupation authorities, the ghetto was cut off from the rest of the city on November 16, 1940. The ghetto area, surrounded by a wall, was initially 759 acres. With time, it was reduced. Starting in January 1942, it was divided in two parts called the Large and Small Ghettos. Approximately 360,000 Warsaw Jews and 90,000 from other towns were herded into the ghetto. Nearly 100,000 died of hunger. During the summer of 1942, the Germans deported and murdered close to 300,000 people in the gas chambers of Treblinka. On April 19, 1943, an uprising broke out in the ghetto. Until mid-May, fighters and civilians perished in combat or in the systematically burned ghetto buildings. The remaining population was murdered by Germans in November 1943 in the Majdanek, Poniatowa, and Travniki concentration camps. Only a few survived. To the memories of those who suffered, fought, and perished, the city of Warsaw, 2008. And then there's a photo here opposite the Umschlagplatz. A ghetto gate was in operation starting in January 1942.
Yes, you see here, the ghetto was closed on November 16 in 1940, and your grandmother left the ghetto in October 40, because we expected that the ghetto will be closed some days later. Yes.
Oh,
So-
you knew that it was going to be closed? Did you know that it was going to be closed, or it was just you knew? Oh, you did know.
And you see here the ghetto wall.
Yeah.
1940. From 1940 to 1943.
Yeah.
We spoke about them.
Yeah. This is a monument for the Warsaw Uprising. Or sorry, the Ghetto Uprising. Ghetto Uprising.
And that was the last bunker in which they were on May 8, 43. The commander-in-chief, it was Mordechai Anielewicz, and some people take suicide, yes, and so on.